Hey, everybody. Today's moment of truth, we are going to continue talking about the company that we keep. Today's scripture comes from 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 through 5. Remember that there will be difficult times in the last days. People will be selfish, greedy, boastful, and conceited. They will be insulting, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, and irreligious. They will be unkind, merciless, slanderers, violent, and fierce. They will hate the good. They will be treacherous, reckless, and swollen with pride. They will love pleasure rather than God. They will hold to the outward form of our religion, but reject its real power. Keep away from such people. That's pretty direct, pretty black and white. And one of the things that I notice is the descriptor there is what a lot of modern people would call either a narcissist or a sociopath or even a psychopath, like a type B personality. And it's ironic because in our Bible study right now, it's about forgiveness. Tonight is actually the last session on the forgiveness lessons. We are called to forgive. We are not called to reconnect. We're not called to give people access. Jesus himself said, if it causes you to sin, cut it off. That more applies to people than mutilating yourself, FYI. So again, it's all about the company you keep, because if you hang around people with that, you can't even call them morals, a lack of morals, that's what you will become. So just exercise great care. It is better to be, away from people, it being just you and God, than it is being surrounded by the wrong people that pull you away from God. Again, this is not me preaching at you. This is me just telling you the truth. This has been my experience. Every time in my life that I am strong in my faith, that I'm going to church, that I'm doing Bible study regularly and all that, life goes good. And then, in the past, for whatever reason, I would shy away. Once things got good, I'd be like, oh, I'm good, and step away. And instantly, things start going downhill until finally they get to a point where I can't take it anymore. I'm like, okay, something's got to change. And again, I'm hard-headed. This last time, it finally stuck. Quit walking away. If you stay in your faith, you won't, risk losing it. And again, the quality of life is so much better. I take the time to, it's not just about reading, it's about taking the time and having the intention to understand what you are reading. And then once you understand it, then you can apply it. That's the whole point. A lot of people get this confused. This is not a rule book. This is the manufacturer's, end user manual. This tells you the things that don't work and that do work. Don't void your warranty, basically. A lot of people have trouble with the word obey. Okay? Anywhere in the Bible you see the word obey, replace it with either trust or love, and I promise you it'll still match context. We live in a society that has taught us to argue over semantics instead of principles. And there is a difference. Don't get me wrong, sometimes a word can change the entire meaning. But sometimes some words are so synonymous that it doesn't matter which one you use. And again, that's why you have to build your discernment to know which situation is which. To know who you're listening to, if they are speaking truth or not. That's why we call this moment of truth. The only way you get your truth is to get it from the right source. That right there. I cannot stress this enough. And a lot of people I know are it's funny, I have noticed a correlation that most people that are anti-Christianity are also anti-accountability. That's why they don't like Christianity, because it makes them hold themselves accountable for their choices and actions. And it's not about judging others. Just because you feel judged doesn't mean you are judged. Right? Well, we'll get to that later in this series. There's other ways. But for now, just keep that in mind. All right? As usual, take care of yourself. Try and help take care of each other. I'll catch you in the next one.